Yo, ¿qué onda toda la plebada? This is your main host, Chino. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite 420 podcast, Canna Vibe.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, we're not here in the home studio, but we are here. Shout out to the guy that's hosting our podcast for sure, Sway.
Swah. Yeah.
Sway. My bad, bro. I tend to butcher names. My bad. But before we...
Francois Wolf. My brother.
Before we get started, this podcast is sponsored by Midwest Terps and 420 Baby. So I'm pretty excited to show you guys what our sponsors here. But you know what? We got so much to talk about. We got so many people around me, as you guys can see. I'm scared, nah. But you know what? I'm here with the Treehouse gang right here.
Hell
yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna let everyone right here around me just introduce yourselves real quick on what y'all do, and yeah, man.
Start with that guy.
How's it going, guys? What's up? Thanks again, bro, for coming through and interviewing us. I'm Gorge. I'm down with Treehouse. And yeah, go ahead. That's all I got to say for right now.
My name's Nick. I got a lot going on. We'll get into that a little bit later, you know what I mean? But this is my company here. We got skateboards, t-shirts, Vivre. This is my joie de vivre, you know what I mean? But, we got a lot to talk about, so we'll get into a little more later. But let's introduce himself.
Oh yeah, what up, man? Where the camera at? Over there. What up, man? This your boy Young Tact, man. Keep getting white girl wasted, meth lab, blue flame, flush to work, man. You already know what it is, man. We do everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why we around people that's making moves, because we got a lot going on. So
Man,
let's get to it.
Yep.
All right, Chef Boy.
Oh Lord have mercy. You got AKA the pie guy evolving into the spice alchemist in the building. So peep game and evolution. It's about a revolution right about now-ish. So we about to tear y'all mouth up and y'all ears up with nothing but game and nothing but good food. So come get it while the getting is good. You got some of the best doggone people in your neighborhood.
There you go.
So anyways, y'all, so my question is, like, where did all this come along, you know, like, where did this all start, you know, like, where is the Treehouse at? That's my question.
Up in the air, goddammit.
Still on the low. Well, last year I started Kanavi, and we opened up the venue, right, and he was my neighbor. So I was doing the raves and stuff, and he just kept on seeing people coming out. He comes over, he's like, who the fuck is running this? And I was like, you know, hey, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you. And he told me, he's like, man, you're lucky you met me. And I was like, well, we'll see. So now Pie Guys, you know, he's the toughest baker here in Chicago. So, you know, I want to, you know, see if we can partner up, you know, get the event space and get, you know, some good food in people's hands. And I think, like, that's where me and him started wanting to talk serious and collab on stuff, you know. So that's kind of where it came from.
I'm gonna tell you the true version.
The long version.
Now you want the unraw? Look. I'm a chef. I'm working. I'm partnered with certain individuals. I own my own restaurant, and I was also partnered with another restaurant. I pull up to the crib. I can't even get in my gate. But this dude pull up as soon as I got my car right there and go, I got this. Don't be mad. Please don't be mad. Just pull in. I said, you throwing this? He said, yeah. I was like, you have no clue who you just met. And I said, you're gonna fucking love me. That's what I said. Can we cuss on your podcast?
Yeah, hell yeah. My question to you is, like, why wouldn't you not cuss on my podcast?
I'm just saying, because I'm gonna be pure organic. I ain't gonna pull no punches with this shit. So then I tell him that shit, and literally no bullshit. I pulled my car in the gate. I said, man, I'll see you in a minute. Before I had moved there to throw some ill shit. And I said, bro, and we had just became neighbors, but my equipment wasn't hooked up yet. But man, please, one day, once upon a time, we pulled it together, and my equipment got hooked up. He pulled an event. And we stood in that motherfucker like this here. And I looked at him, he looked at me, I said, bro, I suggest we keep doing this. How about that? Ain't no meeting without eating, player.
Hell yeah. And I love that. Both of y'all kind of, or especially you, that saw it as like, let me collab with him. Let's do something more bigger than what he's already doing. But he doing his moves though. He doing his moves.
He didn't know. I used to throw parties in airplane hangars. He didn't know. I do raves. My DJs came from Britain, so all of them had 20,000 followers already. Like I threw major, like you know what I'm saying. So when I seen him and he and I, I'm looking at him like, you don't even know who the heck you talking to right now. But if you can pack at least this many people and I can do the same thing plus food,
money machine.
Man, please, let's build it.
Yeah,
you hear me though? Let's build
Plus,
the
it's all
machine.
about the culture, you know. I just want to create safe
And he
spaces
didn't
for
care
people
about
to
the
smoke.
money was the problem like that.
I just want to smoke weed, man, and I just want to invite
That's it.
everybody and
In
smoke weed in
In
peace,
peace.
man.
So
I just want to be able to roll my blunts and shit, and and be happy, watch the
It wasn't
show.
about the money. That's the cool part.
That's
The cool part was we can do what we love to do and make some money.
What's up? Yeah.
Because when you have,
Because this is a whole journey. This is a whole journey.
It's a definite journey.
Canna Vibe out here literally gonna make 4 years in August, bro. Doing
Congratulations to
everything
that.
through like trials and errors,
Yeah.
But
Hey, man, you gotta stick with it, yeah.
It's your bounce back. As the chef, it's your bounce back.
Yeah,
You hear
bro.
me?
And it's funny because like what I always tell everybody on the pods is like whether they're a business owner, whether they're an artist, graphic designer, rapper, shit, I even had the teachers before in the pod, so it's like, whether they love doing what they doing, just continue, man.
Yeah.
Well, and I like how like a lot of people here, and I like to say quote unquote industry, community in this industry, because like I've been like, I won't say like a victim of this, but like I seen it from like a point of view from a distance of like how people are in this industry. So you gotta be careful out here. That's
You
most
gotta
definitely.
become a student of the game and then exercise the wisdom from the lesson. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you're all good, and you don't never stop doing what you came to do.
Oh hell no.
Never.
I came here to come in and show everybody the Midwest of like the cannabis side to it. Michigan, Illinois.
There's not a lot of coverage on it right now, Who's really doing it out here?
Yeah, man.
Nah, most
When
definitely.
you are authentic, your audience will seek you out. So stay true to what you're doing, and the people that's down with what you up to will rock with you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm
bro.
not. This is first of all, this is Chicago. This is a foodie town.
Yeah.
You understand? There's so much competition and chefs out there. It's ridiculous. But I'm not in competition.
It's crazy.
I'm just literally doing what I actually do.
One of the best kitchens in the world.
Like you got one job as a chef. That's to get the food right. I don't care what kind of flair you put on nothing. If it tastes like shit and look like fucking flowers, it ain't gonna fucking match.
Right.
You understand? But stay consistent and do it for the right reason. Put love in what you're doing, and the people that'll do and rock with you will love you. Back forward.
Yeah, so
Right or
like going back to like when you asked me like if you can cuss, I gotten asked that like 3 times before.
That's out of respect, 'cause it's not my show
Well,
like that,
definitely,
you know?
but like how I say it's like, yeah, of course, like go ahead, because
still gotta
that's how
ask
authentic you are. You feel me? Like
Yes,
that's
sir.
how real you're gonna sound, and that's how the audience is gonna like hear you guys more on like, he's saying some shit.
No disrespect to any zodiac signs, but Sagittarius ain't got no. We can't help it. We're gonna give it to you straight up, no chaser.
What's like the main like root of the Sagittarius? I don't even know. Like,
We're a fire sign.
fire sign?
We're the only sign on the zodiac that can strike from a distance. And we're half man, half beast. So you got a problem close up and far away. And we speak our minds. We can't hold it in.
Right.
And if you either hate the lovers or love the haters.
Right.
Cause you're gonna get it straight up. And we the party starter, we a fire sign, we gonna keep it popping all fucking night. Boy, you hear me? Ain't no such thing as midnight.
Right.
But we not morning people.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. Don't call me in the fucking
No, hell no, for real.
Because then that's when you get the asshole. You want the party
Business doesn't
guy?
start till 12 o'clock.
Right.
Anyway, well, I'm gonna be passing around this some flour
Word.
from our sponsors while y'all keep talking. Just want to show you guys,
Yeah.
smell it, see it.
So we ended up agreeing with each other, and
Man, please.
now we've been scouting spots. We had a spot in mind already, but things happen. I just don't want what happened to my last space to happen to the new space. So I decided just to really take our time. And
what happened though?
the third floor was condemned. We started to get all the permits right, and then it turns out that people weren't even supposed to be on the third floor.
Yeah,
It was
the building
dangerous, you know.
wasn't
So
right. we exposed
actually, the owner, the landlord, whatever this guy here, everything was wrong.
It's called item 9.
That place was
Adam
Yeah,
Nine.
oh, it's Hold on. Say it one more time. Say it one more time, bro.
the rooftops.
Yeah, but smell it. What you think on that? Smell it.
It got
Nah,
like a
fuck
sweet,
that. Let me
it got like
smell
a
that
sweet,
shit too.
like a berry like smell, kind of like
Item
it smells
nine.
crazy though. It got some like a little skunky gas look to it too.
I feel like a pound of butter.
Right.
Milk.
Again,
Over a
shout
big
out to
stack
those
of
sponsors,
pounds.
Midwest Terps, y'all.
Pancakes.
One cool thing about these guys, low key, these guys are is a cultivators, so they a duo, but like they run through like Michigan here,
Yeah.
and they're actually gonna be legal, like legitimate
playing.
up in Minnesota.
No
Like,
shit.
Yeah, literally. So
They're doing it in Minnesota.
so they got like a whole social equity license, you know, all up
good
there,
for them.
legitimate, and like they actually gonna be like they actually touched down in Minnesota, so like that's pretty dope, you know.
playing.
So you already know.
I'm
We
playing. I'm
rolling
already
with some
done.
legit motherfuckers
It's
up
over
in
with
here.
already.
Yeah, so we about to smoke that item 9 right now, but let's get more deep into today's pod, man. I mean, we got hella people. We already got some from Chef. We got some right here for the boy Gorge. What about you, my boy?
Shit, man. Look, I'm Tact, man. I've been out here for a minute, man, doing stuff like trying to network. Cannabis culture has been a big part of my life for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Chicago, grew up in Michigan. I'm out here trying to like get back that love that I missed when I moved to Michigan from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And when I got back here, man, I fucking tapped in with bro over here, and we fucking immediately, you know what I'm saying? Like he could see like what, like there wasn't even like a weird spirit. You know, you meet somebody like, you know,
It's like we didn't even not know each other.
but I think
You just recognize the doggone kindred.
and I saw what he was doing, and I'm like, hell yeah,
Right.
I'm trying to do this.
That's George.
This is like what, you know, in Detroit, that's how they be moving, you know what I'm saying? Like Michigan is like, that's the scene, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really going to like clubs or parties, like niggas going to clubs, you feel me? But like, it's not really like that. It's not even really, it's really more strip clubs in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just a different, like,
Whole different scene, whole different vibe.
like so you would think that for whatever reason, like the stereotypical after hour, you know what I'm saying, there's a bunch of white kids on drugs and puffing balloons and shit. Now that stuff exists, you know what I'm saying, but it's niggas there too, you know what I'm saying, and they there to party and music because they've been doing that shit since the fucking 80s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
true,
So
yeah.
like that shit is more of a part of the culture than we even knew. So like we grew up.
I mean, their laws are way lenient over there anyways, too, and shit, you know. They got, like, lounges, like, full consumption lounges and shit like
I don't
that.
even want to talk about Illinois laws. That shit is crazy, bro. I don't even know how people even do it.
My question is like, what like stood out to you on the Michigan culture that we don't have here?
Caretaker licensing.
Oh, that's a
All
big
my
one.
friends got own houses. They own shit now. My homie just bought a marina. Like straight up off of caretaker license.
Damn.
I don't know the intricacies of how that happened, but like,
it's not bad.
he was able to like start his own delivery service, like all type of shit, man. And that's what Illinois, like I wish.
They're lacking, bro.
Well, that's because they tricked everybody. Well, they didn't trick everybody, but they like you know, when they made it, they're like, oh, we did a medical, and then like immediately they went to rec. It wasn't even like a let's understand the laws. They was like, man, let's get this money, and they immediately got it, and they cut everybody else out. You know what I'm saying? You know, the suits is the only ones that really can get their
One reason why actually Minnesota's prices are kind of low is just because of like what you just mentioned, which is the caretaker license. Once they kind of dispensaries kind of saw that, you know, home growers were actual thing, and like, you know, local growers were actual thing. So that's kind of when they decided to lower the prices, and that's like where they're at now.
Like on the licenses?
No, like on like the pricing of cannabis,
okay.
whether it's flower, infused flower, concentrates, the Benjamins, edibles. So, you know, kind of like on a business point of view, like just kind of seeing it like you're that big ass corporation, like that MSO, and you kind of see, you know, the little guy, you know, doing its thing, you know, making its money, you know, getting kind of your quote unquote customers.
How are they customers? You just got here. Not your customers.
Yeah, but like if you think of it, like
the gall of them to assume that these are your customers, they're not. Your customers are the people that were scared to smoke, and now they can go to the store and the dude can tell them this is what you want to get. Like those are the people those are your customers. The people that have been doing this shit for fucking since
That part.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole thing I don't really like agree with dispos and corporate weed. Is that, so I'm not talking about, oh, niggas need to sell weed, like that's dumb as hell, like obviously. Like having a safe place to go purchase weed is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely, hell yeah.
Like, in the end, like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like we're literally like taking away like the essence of the culture, you know what I'm saying? Now like people who weren't normally smokers are now like acting like this is the I got from the guy. Like, bro, like that's not even what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about like, you know, having those moments with the homies and all that. Like, but they, you know, now it's commercialized. It's like, I remember when I was younger, they used to say, oh, but when we get older, they're gonna have weed like Marlboro and blah blah. It's gonna have like joints in a pack, and I'm like,
I literally remember that.
Yeah, I did see that too. Yeah, I did see that.
Here,
Yeah,
it's been here for a minute.
I'm still waiting on those
And
packs.
it's like, no, they got them.
That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be
It's already cost as much as a damn 3.5 back then.
If you don't think that big tobacco is involved with the weed game, and they're the ones that are funding it, whether they're doing it directly or
indirectly, they're still they got their money in the
Exactly.
of course. Yeah,
It's funny you guys mentioned tobacco brands, because actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but Swishers actually made a collab with like a cannabis. So like if you go to a dispensary in Michigan right now, you can go get you a pack of Swishers with weed.
with weed in them and shit.
Yeah. But no, here's the thing, guys. But here's the thing though. It wasn't all that though. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that.
No, it wasn't.
I personally tried it.
I mean, I haven't smoked Swishers in almost like 5 years. So
I ain't gonna lie. When they
I only did smoke it,
I used
though.
to do Swishers. I used to get the cigarillos. And I get my shit.
That was the only,
down,
you know, that was
roll
the thing.
up my 5 and put it back in the damn cigarillo pack. Act like nothing, and then move around the planet. Cause I wasn't the type to just roll everywhere I went. I rolled like 5 before I left the crib. That way I could
It's
just.
a hassle.
And then you can't smoke with everybody.
The Phillies wasn't in Chicago. That's a New York thing.
I'd be like, wait a minute.
That's why I put filters on the joint.
Thank you.
So that when you
George
get
understands
busted
this.
immediately, like, hold on, man.
Wait a minute. You.
Right.
You. Now, excuse my, but I call it nigga lipping. I'm gonna put a nigga nipping looking the fucking blunt, goddamn. Get it squared away. I'm gonna call it wet lip. Y'all can edit this shit if you want to. You know, like I told you, I'm a fucking section. I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say, but don't be smoking on that bullshit and then hand me that damn soggy ass end piece.
Yeah, man.
I got a whole problem with that.
That's a no-no, man.
That's a
just ruined my hype.
That's a you bring your own.
with you and
That's
shit.
a BYOB right there. Bring your own blunt.
So what was your first go-to blunt?
Man, please. My boy from New York had pulled up one time, bro, and I had never smoked before.
Okay.
Actually, no, I had smoked the J with some girls in college, and it didn't affect me. And I was like, this ain't shit, like whatever. But when I grew up, like, it was called reefer, and it was like taboo, like, ooh, don't smoke the reefer.
Gotta be
But
quiet.
then wait a minute.
Was
So
the
then my
question?
boy-
Wait, sorry. Was this before or after Reefer Madness?
After.
How about that? Anyway, this motherfucker, my boy
No,
Dale
for real. I
Money.
just don't know. I just don't
boy
know.
Dale
Madness
Money.
came out like in the 40s, bro. Or
Like,
something.
right, all
Oh
that.
yeah, right. Never mind. It was after.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, is there a new
Alright.
You just call quite ancient, bro.
Fuck both of y'all. How about that? And I love you still. How about that? Look here, I was part of Prohibition too, goddammit. Come on, Playboy. In real life. So look, yeah, my boy Dale Money, I didn't feel nothing off the J, but then my boy was like, he came from New York and we were winning hoop and he had a roach in his ashtray. And he was like, yo, try. I said, man, I tried that shit, man. That shit don't do nothing. Why you even smoking? He said, oh, you never smoked a fucking blunt that. He said it just like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you put it in. What is it gonna do? I ain't feel it. Look, so he cheaped. I cheaped again. And we sit in my car and then we went upstairs and I'll never forget. It was almost like Dave Chappelle's told on everybody. Because literally, when I got out the car, I promise you I was walking in slow motion. And I was like, damn.
I bet that.
Wait a minute.
Life changer.
But then I went like this. I started smiling like a motherfucker. Like, man, he looked at me. I looked at him. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But that ain't what they had when I smoked it.
Right.
And he said, man, this is the chronic. He said, no, it was, no, now I'm gonna tell on my age. I was there when the chronic actually came out. So he was like, this is the fucking chronic.
Did you ever actually taste the sour D when sour D came out?
When sour diesel,
Oh yeah, when
I
sour
was
D
there when everything started.
Oh yeah.
I came from an era when Reefer came in brown paper bags.
Oh.
So yeah, you wasn't no plastic. Like, bruh.
But anyways, so what was that first blunt then?
That first blunt was for smoking with my boy Dale. And that motherfucker, and the blunt was a Philly. He
Was a Philly? Oh, okay.
A Philly fucking blunt.
Gotcha.
And then Method Man changed the narrative on everybody. Because I never forget, he said, I got fat bags of skunk and white owl blunts. And I'm about to go get lifted. So when he said that verse, and I'm a Wu-Tang fan like a motherfucker, we switched to white owl like a motherfucker. Shout out to Wu-Tang like a motherfucker. Man changed the narrative and don't even know it. But that verse changed the narrative from Philly to White Owl for like a hot second.
Okay. What about you, my boy? What was your first blunt?
My first blunt was a Philly, bro. I'm old.
Was a Philly?
It was a
Everybody
fat
blunt was a Philly blunt.
A Philly blunt, bro. We used to steal them out of CBS.
Damn.
Because they used to keep them, they used to put them behind, because blunts wasn't popular, you know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't understand why the fuck we was buying them so much, because they didn't know what we was doing with them.
So I couldn't buy them, I was like 17, so
Right.
we just go in there, and I was still in the Black and Miles. I was still a whole box, like a 40 pack, like a 25 pack, a box of Black and Miles, just take them off the shelf and walk out. They would never say nothing. Then we started stealing the big cases. My first go-to blunt was definitely Dutch Master. Dutch Master was my go-to. When I was like trying to be cool as hell, I would get the Dutchies, man.
You need the skills to roll a Dutch.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll tell you something right now.
Like in real life, you need the skills to roll a Dutch.
See, actually, I didn't learn how to roll until I was in college. So my roommate taught me how to roll a Dutch. So that was my first go-to blunt. But like, if we going back to like high school, when I actually started smoking, was actually White Owls.
White Owl.
See,
Playboy.
yeah, White Owls.
Yeah.
And this is like how my guy right here was talking about, like 17. So I was like 16 years old. So it was me and a group of homies. And we all had to take turns on like who looked the oldest, so we can go to that local corner store.
I'm done.
So you had to like be cool with that, like that Indian guy. You know what I'm talking about?
What up, bro?
Yeah.
Look here, I ain't gonna lie. I was an ESL teacher's aide, and the student was a Korean gentleman. And I got to know him. We became like brothers. Learned how to speak Korean to teach him English, but they family owned a liquor store.
So you speak Korean?
안녕하세요.
Wait, so you said you used to teach?
I was an ESL. When he first came to America, they assigned me to him because I was a linguistics person.
Oh, okay.
And so he was an ESL student, and I got assigned to him.
How old were you at the moment?
We were in high school. We
Oh,
were juniors in high school at the time.
Okay.
But his family owned a liquor store. To this day, that's why I know how to open businesses right now.
Right.
Because I lived with that whole Korean family for like 2 years. But we had a liquor store, and I had access to all the tobacco and blunts and liquor, like all of it.
What was like one thing that they taught you?
Work ethic. Work ethic. They literally would have one house, bro, and they would bring a family with them. They would work the business, the family would work the business, the family would get another business, and then invite a family and get another house, and then they would bring another family. It was in rotation like that. And I just kept looking at all cultures like, why the fuck we not doing this shit? Mm-hmm. And I talked to his dad one day. He said I was a cab driver in Korea. But bro, he owned like 3 stores, 2 liquor stores and a sandwich shop. Look, recognize that. I hope you caught it on camera. That's what you call reflex.
Hey, you already know why.
Oh shit!
Spider-Man. Spidey senses, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here.
Spidey senses up in this motherfucker.
I'm mad that I have a Spider-Man man.
Yeah, I put it right here.
But at the end of the day,
Stand for it.
that's funny. My Spider-Man man fell out earlier, and I was wondering when I needed to pull it out.
It's cool, no harm, no foul.
But yeah, man. No, leave that where it's at, player. That board is everything. Yeah. I remember doing the same thing you was at while you was in that class. The homie from New York had taught me how to do it, but then the other homies in Cali didn't know how to do it. So I remember sitting there around my coffee table. But here's the thing: I made everybody buy their own shit. You can practice with your own. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Practice with your own herb, and we did a whole how to roll a blunt and a thing, and then. My other shout out to Reggie Noble, he also put it in the song, How to Roll a Blunt. So if you don't know how to roll a blunt, listen to that song by Reggie Noble. AKA Redman, How to Roll a Blunt. Like Reggie Noble don't even know he's my kindred other brother, like in real life. But yeah, you listen to that song, but I remember everybody, and I was teaching everybody sitting at a coffee table with their own piles of herb. Rolling Reggie with seeds and scraping the seeds out. Shit like that. Remember them days?
I seen one time a kid smoke a whole bowl. He smoked a whole bowl of seeds.
Oh, I've seen that too. Yes. If you add an herb, somebody that's a loadie will take your seeds and smoke them shits.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I didn't do it.
Smoke seeds?
But, no, I wouldn't know. Because the smell was terrible.
They'll start popping. The smell's gonna be crazy.
The smell was terrible. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I seen him do that shit out.
And I just looked at him.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as drinking like bong water or something, you know what I'm saying? Bong water is
That's
that shit.
Bong water.
I remember in college,
I know somebody.
you pay a white boy.
Look, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got that one fucking friend though, right?
Bong water.
Yeah, I don't say people that.
What you do?
I dare you to drink the bong water. How much you drink?
I ain't mad at it. I know people have done it.
I know people who would do it just because, you know.
Oh my god.
What about you, my guy? What was your first blunt then?
Shit, it's hard for me to even remember. If I had to say, I'd have to go.
That was some good weed for the first time.
3 different. I just don't remember, man. I've been smoking for a long time, man.
Well, if you don't remember, that first hit was great.
Yeah, for real.
White Novel, a Swisher, or like a Garcia.
Oh, Garcia.
That changed the game for a hot second with that doggone lime green piece.
Yeah,
bro, stop playing.
The glass tube Garcia Vega. This was like $4. But it was long as hell, and it had like a leaf around it. It wasn't like it was like a different leaf. My Mexican homie from Michigan, he like taught me how to unwrap it. like unwrap the leaf.
Yeah, you
and then
have to
take
do it a certain way.
with the other leaf on the inside, you roll that, and then you wrap the leaf back around it. And that bitch was like a fucking vine. Like that bitch was smoking and like, but you never know with blunts, like those type of blunts, because they might be, it's a one shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is it.
Yeah, man, like, you pierced that, you're fucked.
I got one question.
And you get made fun of and shit.
Anybody ever haul out a Titan?
Yeah.
What's the title?
Feel the Titan. Yeah. That's
Alright.
Is it like freaking out?
It's like the Garcia Vega fucking Cohiba of fucking Phillies. That motherfucker like this long and as big as shit. But it's like, it looked like a thumb when you done rolling this bitch. You sit there and you do this pot and knock all the pieces out. But you gotta have actual herb to fucking pack that bitch.
Gotcha.
Because it's a Titan. And then you stuff that shit. Every fucking 4th of July and every New Year, we would fucking stuff a Titan. We make a salad. Everybody would bring.
It was like a celebration blunt thing, you know?
It's a salad. You know what it is.
Yeah,
right.
you got a different type of green. You got your purple, your orange, your greens.
And then you don't cut it. You just hollow it out and stuff it back to the capacity that it's supposed to be.
Does it have a mouthpiece or anything? Or
No, because the Philly Titan comes with a pinch tip that's
like a cigar
actually
or something like
yeah, and it's got a little nap booty on the back of it.
Right. See, I used to freak the blunt.
That's a first.
In real life.
What about you, George? What was your first blunt? Let's end it up this week.
I think it was either a Vega or a Swisher. It was either one of those two. But now I can't even touch them. No, it has to be hemp.
Why is that?
I mean, the weed tastes so good now that you want to taste the weed.
Say it again.
Like, why mask it? We taste so good.
I normally use glass or pure hand papers these days.
But I mean, it's better just to. I mean, it's better for you. Well, at least that's what I tell myself.
What's your intake on woods? You don't like them?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't.
We smoked. So we were talking about the store, the dude at the store. So one of the homies, he was like 16. We were super cool with him. He worked at the liquor store right by the crib.
I was that dude.
So we wasn't drinking at the time, but we would go get blunts and cigarettes and shit. And we just trying everything. You know what I'm saying? And at the very bottom of the fucking rack was some dusty ass backwoods, and I heard somebody say it in a song or some shit like that, and I was like, this is like 98 type shit.
Right.
And fucking, we grabbed the backwoods, and we took them bitches home, and it was like a deep backwoods, like a black one. And I rolled that shit up, bro. It was the worst blunt I had ever smoked. I was like,
harsh to the motherfucker.
We is falling out and shit, dude.
Why you think? Look, and shout out. Look,
it just tasted disgusting.
Shout out to filter rollers, please and thank you.
It's barbaric. It's barbaric.
Gotta put a filter now, man.
That filter does.
It's just courtesy, bro.
It just makes a difference.
It's just courtesy. Damn it. Thank you. The filter is a courtesy move. That shows love and care to the kinds bud.
To the circle.
No, because they call this the kindness. So show some love and care. Like if you love your friend, put a filter on it. That's a public service.
Yeah, no, for real. That's what I'm saying. That's a public service announcement.
Public service announcement, real quick. Put a filter on.
Oh man.
Please and thank you. I can't. Oh, man. I'm done talking.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling though? How's everyone feeling? How's
good, man. How about the
Anybody
DJ?
get a cookie yet?
DJ Kato back there,
Hell yeah.
Hey, cookies? Oh shit, yeah, man. DJ, what about you, bro? Kato, what was your first blunt, man?
My first blunt? And your go-to.
And your go-to now. Alright.
Gotta be the honey nut.
Any rap, I'll take them all. As long as you smoke weed.
My go-to now is the Fronto or the Grapple leaf.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, if you think about it, you're gonna get like 20 woods out of one leaf. That's 5 $5. You paying this, like, you can't be.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. I like the way it's slow burn. Like, I know it's not the best, but it smokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's why it's good now that there's so many options. Cause I buy a pack for like $18, and they got a shit ton of reps.
$18.
What we got here?
But that's like,
I buy
Medicated cookies.
$5.
yeah, but I get 80 blunts though.
We'll wrap this up. Hold on.
I get, okay, so that's what.
80 blunts. 80 blunts.
All right, so low key, kind of chef just hooked us up with some cookies, my boy. So I was like, what is this, man? You just passing that around. So what is this?
Yeah, do that.
I don't know if I can wait. I'm hungry as fuck.
Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, yeah.
What is this? The taste good.
Chocolate chip cookie.
It tastes good. That's why.
He went to the treasure chest.
It's an elevated cookie. But I say
That's dangerous.
How many milligrams?
about 98.
98.
A little bit.
What happened to the 2%, man? Oh shit!
Oh no! 5 second rule. 5 second rule.
George, get it for me.
All right. Elevate your mind till your feet leave the ground.
We did clean the ground before.
We actually did. So
Elevate your mind until your feet leave the ground.
it's all good. I know.
Good though.
No, here's the crazy part. That's a stale cookie.
Those were amazing.
But they fresh out the oven. It's
That's
a situation.
Like,
But then you still can only eat one. That's all. It's only one.
yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another one. I ain't gonna.
No, that's the problem.
They smack.
Now I could give you a regular batch of
In about
cookies.
30 minutes, you're gonna be like,
17 of
wait,
those.
did he
No, I would not. I wouldn't recommend that ever.
Wait, my question. I got 2 questions for you though. Okay, how first do you cook with flour or concentrates?
I make my own tinctures and I make my own butters.
But like, do you use like flour or like do you use like?
He uses both. He has a spice, a seasoning. I'm sorry, I'm putting this out there, dog.
Nah, but
Turn that part up. Wait, time out. Here's the introduction to that. Kato, please.
Oh my god!
For the
You
DJ.
want the horns?
Yes.
So that's his seasoning.
Wait, but no,
It has cannabis in there. And
yeah,
shit,
but like,
and it's
what is
amazing.
it,
It's
but
amazing.
Is it flour or like?
It's
is it
actual
rice?
flour.
Oh, okay.
But
That's why
because I've tasted stuff like this before, but this is something different. Like he smokes it, or it's perfect. So I'm like, I fell in love. I'm like, if I'm gonna sell anything, I'm gonna sell that seasoning
He
alone.
lost
You
his
know?
mind when he tasted it.
Yeah, I was like, what is this, man?
right,
I was like,
look
this
here.
shit's fucking amazing.
Here we go. And you're like, dude, this summer's about, in case you don't know, we about to keep it hot and keep it lit. Okay, summer.
Y'all dab?
Hey, Summer.
Yeah.
You dab?
Okay, summer.
Summer don't want to talk to
Here
you,
we
bro.
come. Oh, summer, know I'm coming. Hey, I'm coming with that same type of heat, goddamn.
Hey, yo, chef, do you dab?
Oh, yeah.
You need my read?
Oh,
I'm just
no.
saying, you dab. I don't got any on me. I'm just asking. You got your dabs. You dab?
Man, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm good
Yeah, you
in
do.
California.
I forgot I was supposed to bring them.
Yes.
You like resin or rosin?
I like how you said that, and I'll say rosin, please and thank you.
Rosin. Okay. What has been like the most recent rosin that you like?
You want me to go get it?
Shit.
Hey, don't play with me.
About to get serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get serious. All right. Well, chef.
He went out camera. He went out camera.
Chef doing this thing. My boy, what about you? You do rosin or resin?
Man, I don't have a preference, but obviously I want the fire. I want the rosin, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what time it is. Like, I don't, with that, man, I still take a fucking shatter data, man. If it's clean, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Like,
some shatter.
so
Ooh,
then
it's
you
been
can be in
a
the shop.
Like, this dude brought some BHO when we went to Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago. When I went to Currency a couple weeks ago. We put, I had peanut butter. I grow my own shit. I had peanut butter breath, and he had some peanut butter BHO. And he said, yeah, put something in there and put like a little bit in the beginning, like in the end, and then a little bit more at the top. At the show, like, I looked at him, I was like, I'm about to like this one, you know what I'm saying? And we had already, like, cause he brought 20 joints. I'm like, nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, I love Currency too, bro, but like,
Shit, I gotta meet your friend, man, because that's how I am when it comes down like that.
My homies be smoking, bro. I smoke a lot, but I smoke for functionality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I smoke because I gotta do stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
I like how you said that. Now, I need a rewind on that.
I do stuff, so I smoke weed.
No, I smoke 'cause I gotta do
I
stuff.
gotta do
That's
stuff.
a different narrative.
So he just went out real quick. So what about you, George? What you prefer, rosin or resin? Or do you...
I like that. What I like is that cold water hash, man. You know, like that white, man. You know, it just burns good, you know. And I don't really like using rigs. I like those like dab pens. You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't want to put me on that.
not the popcos, man. You know.
you talking about the?
I like the one that Nick has. You know that
you
thing.
got some sugar
The one that
and
Nick
seed.
has, that thing is a beast. That it just be hitting, you know.
Cali, what do you expect?
He never got kicked out of the bar.
Don't ask questions if you don't want to know the answers.
My boy, so I was just asking him real quick when he stepped out, but like, what do you prefer, rosin or resin?
What's in the bag?
Definitely rosin.
No
Tell
food in
Chef
that
to take
bag.
off his mic real
Like
quick.
Tact said, I'm not a picky eater. You know what I mean?
Hey, Chef, real quick, my guy.
long as it's fire.
Can you just take off that mic, the podcast mic, real quick? So it won't capture your audio or anything. Oh, man.
Actually, you should leave it on.
There you go.
Hero. They'll take it off. I'll be in the background.
So basically what I was saying is I like the rosin. One of my homies up in Michigan, he makes some of the best rosin you could ever hear. He's just moved back out here, but he had like 100,000 square foot facility out there where he was doing some crazy shit. His rosin was literally like candy. I'd plug the company, but it's no more anymore. But we do have some stuff coming here soon. I don't want to say too much more than I can right now.
What's the company?
It's called High Five. He's working. It's a ground floor company where they are the first making edibles. Where if you remember the Listerine strips, where they dissolve on your mouth, it's the same thing. Where they're edibles, 10 milligrams, they dissolve right on your tongue. Little Listerine slip. They have them for energy and for
Sleep.
For sleep.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
Is it like nano, like whatever? You know what I mean?
Something like that.
You know what I mean, though,
It's
right?
a very new technology, and they are the first and have it patented. And so, like, it's about to be crazy. So we'll have to get him on the next podcast because that company is going to be nuts. They got other products as well, but that's what they're going to be known for.
And you were a part of that, you said?
He's given me an opportunity. If I can go to like a dispensary, I can try to get my own commission line. Yeah.
So like, what would you be doing for them? Like,
I would be sales.
like a brand.
I would be like going to like what's that one in Mocha and Logan Square, pitching them like, hey, you want 10,000 units, you know, and like, okay, yeah, and then that would be my line of commission. If, let's say they want to do 10,000, double down on 20, you know, 30, go from there.
Traveling.
Where are they like?
Legally though.
yeah, right, legally. But like, where are they at right now as we speak?
The companies. They are in multiple dispensaries. I don't know 100% which ones. I know they're out in the suburbs more. They have a heavy presence. The company is well live and active.
Like here in Illinois?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Big
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, High Five, cannabis. I wish I had one of the koozies or whatever, stickers or something right now. But anyway, you're talking about rosin.
You just got it all over there.
As long as the dabs are good, I'm taking them. You know what I mean? It's not tasting like butane or gasoline, or it's not bubbly from all the gases. Like it's just not make. It's as long as it's clean, you know, it's gonna be good. But like rosin definitely stands top tier.
I like how he said about like shatter, and I think a lot of us like kind of forgot about shatter.
I used to slabs
like-
of shatter, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's really not that prevalent as it used to be, like in the early to mid 2000s.
It's dangerous.
It's not. It's dangerous to make, but a good shatter goes crazy. When it gets like a nice crystallized and it starts to get a little warmed up and stuff, you had it for a minute, you know, where you like
Play basketball with that one.
right. You can, it's got a nice pliability to it where you can roll it around.
I mean, it has a good
Like
burn
the color of
because
it
it's
too,
like,
right?
you know,
Like the color.
Well, yeah, the color. Let's say you have it in your pocket for a minute, it'll start to change texture and manipulate a little bit.
Yeah, but like
versus throwing it in the freezer to make it hard again, where you can slam down.
none of that.
Yeah, but like when you have like in the freezer though, like shatter or just in general, like, cause I dab a lot.
Same.
My bad. And I have like a mini fridge,
Nice.
and I just keep everything there. And like one thing I don't like about here in dispensaries, and of course it's because of like regulations and everything, like how they don't have a fridge for your wax in general. So like
Yeah.
every time you purchase a wax off a dispensary, like you can tell like it's been there sitting, you know, by the color, but as well the turfs are not there, you know, like
sure.
it just it takes.
That's why I really don't buy from dispensaries still anymore. Really, you know, you get those low key connects and then go from there.
That's another
But-
thing that I think here in Illinois, like a lot of us in this industry kind of like appreciate that underground scene, you know, because like
Yeah.
you
We like,
I'm not
we like the legalization of it and everything, but we still probably,
like, have y'all been to a dispensary event?
of course. Oh, an event.
Oh my
Like,
God.
like
Yeah.
a dispensary
Oh my
event
God. Oh my God.
hosted by a dispensary.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I don't think so.
no. How about you, George?
We're gonna get high.
What?
Have you been to a
You
dispensary?
did? We remember we went to that.
Like,
that
Yeah, I've been to dispensaries, bro.
Like like events
No
hosted
offense.
by dispensaries.
Have I been to events? I've been. I've been. I started going out there because you know since it got legalized. So I was like, man, I like to just smoke weed. But the problem is with those events, like they won't letting you smoke weed
Of course.
anywhere, like
course.
anywhere, not even in the parking lot. I'm like, bro, like what's going on? But now I see that they're changing that because they see that you know people are not enjoying it because like it doesn't make
fuck
sense
am I
that
doing here?
yeah, like we're here to celebrate.
doing here?
Like we're here to celebrate cannabis, but can't smoke cannabis. You know what I'm
These
saying?
edibles
Right.
have a fucking cannabis drink.
And that's one thing, and that's one thing like I noticed in general, like a lot of people before they go to an event, like they need to see if it's consumption allowance, you know, like because if they see that it's not a consumption allowance, they're not gonna go, you know, like 9 times out of 10, like your ticket sales are not gonna sell.
No, they're not gonna do. It's like, dude, you can't.
I
It's
think
just
another
like a
10
slap in the
years it's
face.
gonna be like Coronas and Modelo's where you could go to the bar and grab a fucking joint. You know what I mean?
Have y'all heard of, sorry to cut you off, but like have y'all heard of Ika?
No.
No.
Okay, so Ika, it's funny because I actually had him on my show. So Ika is like a how do I say, like a actual program, whatever, that's like going to Springfield and everything, to trying to have like consumption lounge
Yeah,
open.
yeah, hell yeah, let's run that.
So like it's pretty cool that they're actually doing it, but like from what I've seen on the point of view from the community.
Like a group of lawyers or something trying to advocate for it?
Well, no, it's actually one politician and like
Well,
one.
it's like people,
But
though,
they're
too.
advocating
It's
for
been a thing
consumption.
for a long time, like, cause like people like, so weed's legal, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But where can you smoke it? You know what I'm saying? And for people in Chicago, that was like an issue. Like,
It's like a trap, you know. They make it as a trap because
Yeah.
like there's like no, you legally can't even drive with it, you know.
Sometimes
Like,
they-
if it's over an ounce, you know what I'm saying.
well, I'm saying like in the sense of like some people can't even smoke at home. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
live in
They
a-
have to-
Renting
they have
at
to- yeah.
home, your
Like,
contract
so,
says
yeah.
no
can't smoke
smoking at all.
I
Yeah.
can't smoke in my car. Can't smoke outside. Like, where the fuck am I supposed to smoke this shit at?
There's
It's
nowhere to go.
very
Fucking,
yeah.
tanning salons.
They want to
somewhere?
take
Like,
your money, but they don't want to like.
But they had to figure that out, and like that to me is going to be the biggest moneymaker in the history of cannabis.
Yeah.
Allowing people to like consume on site, so basically it's going to have to be
Yeah.
run by dispos, and they're going to have to like basically just go and
So-
shop there. But then we got to think about like overconsumption. Like we all know somebody gonna go in that bitch and like I'm gonna smoke an ounce, like you know what I'm saying, and try to do some dumb shit, and then like something stupid happens, like they have a panic attack or something like that, and motherfuckers start like, oh, you can't have it. So there has to be some type of law on like how they let this do.
But okay, so here's my thing where I'm gonna go to this little theory of this segment. So you're right. Dispensaries already have consumption lounges. You know, they're tied together. You know,
They got them already here?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like OK Lounge.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
and
but
up
it
in
closed.
Wheeling.
But they closed though.
Oh, you're talking about the one in West Town, though.
The one in West Side? I thought the one in Wheeling closed.
No, the
one
Wheeling
in
is still
Wheeling's
open. Yeah, yeah. The one in Wheeling is still open. You got Parkway Dispensary up that's down
Wheeling?
down in
Yeah,
Tilden.
Wheeling?
Yeah, Wheeling.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah.
They got it on lock.
And then you got another one, Rise up in Mundelein, Illinois. So
That's
like,
where they host the festival, right?
But, yeah, but but here's the thing: they're all
I
far
never been.
away from the
They-
city,
they-
though.
Oh.
They're all far away. But then
to the festival. I didn't go to this festival.
no.
I went to the festival.
Did you like it?
I like Wiz Khalifa.
But overall, the event though, like, did you like it?
Honestly, it was really packed. It was hard to get. It was like the lines were long for everything. It was kind of small. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the space was kind of small for, like, what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool, but it wasn't, I wouldn't go back.
How was the bud overall over there for you? Like, in your point of view?
I'm smoking mine.
Yeah, because you could bring your own.
I couldn't wait in one of them lines to go.
I wouldn't buy there either. It's probably taxing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, they're going in there.
Yeah, and I think I had just cropped out, bro. Like, people.
Sorry, I meant I buy at dispensaries.
People were coming up to me. I don't.
I only buy
It's been a minute since
I pay tax.
but anyways, like my theory is like, okay, let's say you guys have a consumption lounge. How are you guys gonna make profit out of it?
Easy.
Easy.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean?
No, honestly, no.
Confused with that question.
You guys think it's confusing, but like, it's honestly like, how are you gonna make money off
How do
it?
hookah lounges make money?
That's the thing. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's all about the location.
Yeah.
It's about where it's like you said, everything is far away. Why is everything far away? It's because in those far away places, those aldermen, those people that
They're lenient with that.
They're lenient. They're working with the people. Okay,
They got
cool.
somebody got their ear out.
Exactly. They go into their local district alderman or whoever. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
and
I don't-
they're like, hey, I got this business. I want to go legit. You know what I'm saying? I have a good plan. Here's my pitch, and they're getting the approval. In the city, they're not doing that.
No, okay, but I don't think you guys are understanding me. My point, but like my point is like, you guys have that lounge, but like, how are you guys gonna make money? Yeah, right.
So it depends
Are you
on,
guys
like,
gonna
what the
charge
law-
people to come into your?
It's like
Okay,
wait,
time out.
just to come.
Wait, here it is. He said food right now, but that means you got to get into the food industry now. You got to get licensed.
yeah,
to get
I mean,
into it.
that's the-
How
I mean,
are you
we're in it,
though?
you know?
Wait. How are you in
Chef.
it? Hold on.
Because in order,
You need to have
if you're gonna have some place where people are consuming weed,
Like they got munchies, bro. You gotta have food, yeah.
food. You gotta have some.
At all our events, we have to have a food vendor. You know what I'm saying?
liquor too.
It's going to be
Right. But like if you're gonna do all that, then you.
It could be a different thing.
Well, the thing is, the main thing would be you have to build an audience. So you have to have a home base, you know.
Movie night, fucking.
Let's go that way.
Oh no, hold on. I thought he was gonna say some shit right now. I thought he was gonna say something.
So the thing is, like, look, you have to build an audience, you know, or a steady like clientele that could just show up at your establishment and just feel like I could just be there.
But my
So
question
that's
is,
the problem. Here you go. So that's the problem with events, with cannabis events. They are all charged. You can't just go there and chill. Like you have to pay because you either have to pay a fee to the venue because they're letting you smoke weed or something. So it has to get to the point that you could just walk in and be like, hey, I'm just bored. Let me just go to this spot. You know what I'm saying?
let's say I know that you wait, hold on. I say I know that you have a lounge, right? And you just like how you're saying that just like every event you charge and people pay to go in there. And let's say I got homies with me. And like I know at least one homie we can smoke at his crib. You think we're gonna go and pay at your
Well,
lounge
it just
when we
depends
can
on
go
what
at
you're
free?
providing, though. It's like, dude, why do bars exist? Why do clubs exist, bro? It's like it's the same
an
exact
atmosphere.
question.
Yeah,
like you
but-
have to create the need for people to be there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you as an establishment is not providing like some interesting events or artists
Okay,
or
so
what
but-
have you know what I'm saying?
So you think that because you have a lounge, you can just make an event like that?
Yeah, because you're running everything.
You think so? Really? That's
running
wild.
everything, bro.
That's wild.
What do
For
you
you guys to
mean,
think
bro?
that you guys can just open a lounge and make an event like
Well,
that.
the thing is, like, you have
I've seen it
to.
done.
The thing is, like, there's different ways to do it. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And that's where the Treehouse comes in. Don't worry about it. You'll see how it works, bro.
No,
In a few
I
months,
wanna
you'll see how
I
we'll
wanna
work
see
it out.
Don't worry. Like I want to see that Treehouse progress. But this is the only thing is that I'm asking this is because like this is an actual legitimate question for like for example, if you have a smoke shop and you can make that a lounge, you can because
I mean, the thing is, it's like you're asking a very general question because like anybody could be a carpenter, you know what I'm saying? But there's different levels of carpenters. It's the same thing with a smoking with an establishment. A person that has a smoke shop is not thinking about having events. Is not thinking about creating something for the culture. He doesn't have that in his mind. He's just trying to make money, sell his wraps and whatever. He's not doing that. stuff that's out the box,
so
This
bro.
is a creative space.
Yeah.
That's creative, like it's a place for stoners by stoners. Not even that. It's just like creating a space that's like you get out of the house, you can go, fucking hang out.
So it's just how you navigate through this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. You know what I'm saying?
Shop. You could have different things going on. You could have skating going on inside that bitch. You could do whatever you want. It's like literally endless what you could do inside there, and it really depends. Like with your question, it's like how are you going to make money? It depends on what the law is and what you're allowed to do in that vicinity, and that really dictates what you can and cannot do. So depending, we got like an open book on that thing. There's no telling what you could do. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like you said, how do bars exist? It's the same place. Yeah, you could go home and drink in your garage with your buddies and have a
But you
great
don't want to
time.
do that. You know what I'm saying?
But like, you're not gonna get any girls over there just randomly walking over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You have to go to a bar to meet some girls.
No holes in the alleys, that's for sure.
When it comes to it, you create a space where sure you could bring your own bud, but guess what? We got some fire buds here. We got some hot sauce. We got gummies.
Yeah, we got
this,
that,
that,
yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
And we can
Hey,
also
hear the
supply
boy out,
here.
real talk, real
And
talk.
now we have, guess what? We got Young Tact performing
Yeah.
tonight. We got Kato DJing tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we create a space that people want to be, and then the rest goes from there.
Yeah.
No,
And then you have it's one of maybe a handful of places doing this in the city. You do it the best, you got a monopoly on your hands.
I feel like it's like y'all really making it seem like it's easy, which
No,
I
it's
like
never-
that. I
it's
like
not
that.
easy.
But
No,
no,
it's not easy, bro.
but I know it's positive. Yeah.
But does like Tony Hawk make a
just-
900 look easy?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but like
we
you
are
kind of were saying,
professionals in
yeah. But like the way you're mentioning it though, like you know, it gets to do with like laws, you know, regulations, stuff
depends
like
on
that.
what
So
we're
like
allowed
that's
to
what I'm
do,
trying to say. So,
and then-
but it's not like
I mean, it's
from
because there's
there.
different ways to navigate. I mean, because there's
Yeah.
spots already that are legally doing it. They're not gonna tell you that they're doing
But
it.
my
you know what
question
I'm
is,
saying?
for how long are they going to be active though?
But that's what's happening. There's more spaces popping out. So hopefully we get to the space to the time that everything is legal. So if you're already in the game, then you'll just keep on running business how you've been running it. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get ahead of the wave,
Yeah.
so that way when it hit you,
Been doing it.
I mean, because like nobody's gonna let you run your event how you would. Like the land, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to you're always gonna have to be collabing with
Somebody.
the venue, and they're always gonna have the 2 cents, no matter how much you pay them. They're always gonna be like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do this. Then what the fuck, bro? Why am I paying you for the space then, bro?
I mean, I guess it's like it's better than nothing at this point, right?
I mean, nah. I'd rather take nothing. That's why I'm taking my time, bro. I mean, I just want to take my time and do it right.
No, most definitely. I think everyone does, because another thing that I've seen and noticed on the pod. I mean, just in general with people is like every event is kind of now the same. So now you kind of gotta be like actually be creative and kind of be like what's different than X, Y, and Z that's kind of
I
doing
just try
the
to
same
think
thing.
of like what would I want to do? You know what I mean? Like what do I?
I mean, but that's good for the culture, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most
You know,
definitely.
so-
Because there's a bunch of people who smoke cannabis and just love doing what they love to do, and it's rather be playing video games or actually going and listen to some EDM music or just
everything mixed up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
Video game tournament at a dubstep show. What?
For all the
And that's-
viewers out there still, we got Compound in the house, you know, he just walked in. Yeah, what up?
Yeah, what's up, Moby? But yeah, so that's kind of what I love about this plan in general is like how like we just kind of mentioned like from all different type of background, we're all kind of come together for this one particular plan,
It all happens in
and it's just
weird ways.
amazing, you know, how this plan kind of just generates everybody. Like today, example, you know, we got a dinner, we got a podcast.
Like
You
we
know,
literally
we got a
like
lot of shit
just
to-
made space in our life to like do this, you know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot of effort, especially for all the heads that are in here. You know, like to like organize these many heads and to show up and be doing something positive, you know, that's hard, man, you know? And that just shows like people are serious about what they want to do, you know?
What's up?
So it's just exciting, man. We'll see.
But do you guys see what's going on like in the world lately today? Like what's going on? My thing is like what's going on with like our president and Elon Musk? Like what's going on with that? You know, let's get into that, man.
Oh my God.
Let's get serious though. Like what y'all think? What y'all think on what's going on here?
Snaked him. All these niggas.
You snaked him. Why you snaked him?
Wait,
Wait, who snaked? You think Elon snaked Trump?
No, Trump snaked
He snaked in on him.
Why is that?
He pulled his funding.
He pulled his Trump card.
I mean, he kicked him out. He's not in Doge no more.
I know that he's not in Doge no
funny.
more.
They cut the funding for the
He
EV.
said, we need a clip of that. He said, he's throwing his Trump
Trump cut
card.
the funding, cut his funding for the electric vehicle.
So how Elon made all this money was government contracts to begin with. EV contracts.
Yeah.
And so now he just pulled it out from under it and he got rid of all that. He go cut everything, including.
And he included Doge in there?
Oh?
Did he include Doge? Like,
Doge
cutting
is
up?
still
So Doge
He's still
running, but he's not in it no more.
As a
Okay.
temporary employee for the government. And that's what he did with Doge. And at the end of it, he cut
Trump's
Elon's
in a temporary
jet
employee.
at the end.
I'm like kind of worried is like if he were to cut Doge or not.
What do you mean?
Like what? Like
Get rid of it.
why you don't think he'll get rid of it? Or why he
mean,
can't
that's
get
the
rid of
thing.
it?
That's
They
his
already did
thing.
what they needed to do.
I mean, they already did all the
what they
slashing, you know? It's
They
like,
already got everyone's data.
I mean, does it really matter if they dismantle Doge anyways? They're really not doing anything, so.
I mean, well, you don't think that the kind of exposing the government was like a big thing to America
I mean, do
here?
they, but people, but people don't really do it. Like, people don't care.
He's got
No,
power.
but that's the thing. That's another thing he just said. Like they don't
It's
care.
like people's like,
And we just shoved. No, and the thing is like he just.
it's like,
I got
No, but the
Elon
fact-
Musk money. I got SpaceX money. Fucking come at me,
You
dude.
know he's built a city though. So a city Starbase in Texas. Have you heard of that?
No, I don't
No, they want to explain more on
The
that.
whole thing is based on, here you go, sponsored by Elon Musk. I'm a double A the whole time.
we need a Tesla.
No, the whole city, and so it's built on space exploration. So the school is based on to become an astronaut to work in space. Da, 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 da. So by having this, you know, you can sidestep what's happening. But I don't know. He has X still too as well.
Well, technically, then he like kind of sold it to like his AI version self to X.
Who
knows, dude? There might have been a way for him to pay himself. Who knows?
But my thing is like how George was saying, like no one cared, but like Elon kind of like literally just kind of shoved everything in our faces, and we're like still
I really don't
dissing
know
it
nothing
because but my thing is because the only thing I don't like about it is that they're kind of just being ignorant and like kind of just dissing everything because of who's kind of running the country.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. No, I don't know if it's ignorance, but it's like they know what they're doing. They wouldn't do it if they didn't know what they were doing.
But
It's kind of a rhetoric. So it's like an ignorant rhetoric, I guess maybe you could say.
But my question is like it's crazy like how people decide to just ignore or like not really care or like just not like, admit it because of like who's running it, you know? Like
I mean, I think people were already losing hope before COVID, and then COVID happened, and then like people just like. It's like, you know, like nobody has any, like, doesn't know what to expect no more, you know? Back in the day, like everybody knew. You went to school, you know, you grew up, stayed in high school, went to school, you know, got married, had kids, moved to the burbs, and that's it.
So-
like your life, like it was already set, like you'll be able to work and provide for your family. Now it's like,
so yeah, you mean like being part of the system or
it's already, it's like, you know, the cookies are gone. Nick was like, I want another
I
one.
want another one. Yeah. Because like shit.
I could eat
Right, it's
two,
soft, it's
two
soft.
or three, maybe six.
He could like give me like 5, and I'll probably eat all 5.
Like 90 something.
But
He did say something about non-edible cookies, so let me non-medical cookies.
They're still good though.
They're all edible.
like did you guys know like about like Elon Musk saving those people from like space? Like, did you guys heard about that?
About what?
Mars?
No, like saving them from like that solar or whatever that they were stuck over there. If it wasn't for like Elon and
Oh, the two astronauts right now?
right.
Oh yeah.
Like, did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, they were stuck for what was it, 60 days or something like that?
But like it
can't
wasn't
remember
like
exactly.
mainstream. You feel me?
No, they were well, I see this show on CNN is like a comedy show. I can't remember. Roy is on it, but every segment at the end, he would be like, and there's still somebody in space. And there's still 2 astronauts stuck in space. Like he would just like steady be saying that because that's just crazy. Like they just left them, you know. It's just like,
But you don't think it's funny,
Imagine
like
you only have one joint.
you don't think
How
it's
does that happen, though?
you don't think it's funny like how like everyone is now focusing on like this whole beef or like drama of like Elon and Trump, but like if Trump or like Elon were to do something good, like they don't pay attention.
I mean, the problem
to
is there's just a bunch of turmoil. You know, you got India and Pakistan, you got, you know, Russia, Yugoslavia, you know, and you got Israel and Palestine. So there's like a bunch of stuff going on. So there's got to be, you know, misdirection. You got to get people's focus off of that, because that shit, you know, I don't know, man. You know, that's just like nobody knows, because there's too much turmoil in that. You see it in all the colleges, everybody's really, you know, torn about that, you know, the Palestine and you know, and Israel thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so there's got to be other shit for people to focus on.
Yesterday there was a protest. We're like, what the hell is that?
There's actually a protest going on in Los Angeles with ICE and shit going on right now, where actually this dude kind of sent I forgot how many soldiers over there, but apparently they're only there in case like disasters or like chaos happens. But you know how shit gets when it comes to like, you know.
I mean, now it's like you don't even know what to expect from the candidate if the candidate is Trump, and like everybody's gonna probably follow suit. You know, they see that somebody like Trump gets like voters out there, gets people passionate about something. So, you know, who knows to see? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it, but it seems like America's very racist. You know, so
it's not even about racist. It's just about I understand the white situation. You know what I'm saying? White people are like fucked up. They're like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the cool people no more.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Yeah.
James Dean, Elvis, fucking.
No offense to anybody out there.
You know, no, it's all good, man. It's okay. They know it because all my white friends when I grew up, all their heroes were black.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, for every race, the American race. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe more than me.
You know,
I'm saying, like, what I'm saying is like, so like they're having like this identity crisis right now, and now like even when they watch TV, like where they would normally be like in these commercials and movies and shit, there's a fucking black guy or an Indian guy or a fucking Latin guy. You know what I'm saying? So like. So they feeling like, damn, we not running shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's, I don't know if it's like the internet's pushing that narrative and people are like sucked into it, but there's like all these little side you know, Reddit fucking threads and shit. Motherfuckers in there going crazy, and like they really, I don't know if it's bots. A lot of times I think it's some bots and shit, but people are really like, I know people who have like switched and all of a sudden like they talk like the internet talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's a rhetoric, like I'm saying. It's literally some kind of weird social programming thing.
Right.
You just have to like look at it and like take it for it.
Yeah. I just watch it. Trump's funny as hell. So he's like, we was watching UFC yesterday. This nigga at UFC front row. I'm like, this nigga is a fucking dog. Like, he ain't in the fucking up in the booth somewhere.
He's right there, right there,
bro. Meeting everybody, shaking hands,
eating McDonald's.
I'm like, bro, this nigga is a fucking genius. Like, what the fuck? He at UFC? Like,
I mean, he was a TV star. You know, he knew how to get ratings. You know,
he understands his demographic.
Yeah.
He does.
For the fact that the president of the United States is in the same building as you, and like you like, yo, we live in this. Like,
yeah, but like,
this nigga cool as hell. He had to fight like that.
I don't know if I would say that.
No, but think about it though. Like, if you were doing something like you were a fan of a band and you went there and you saw like one of your favorite people in the world there, like being just excited as you were watching that shit, you'd be like, hell yeah, all right, bro, like, yeah.
And then do a salute. Then do an eagle salute as well.
I didn't see the salute. All I was doing was watching the fights, and Trump was there. And every fighter went out there.
He was there, yeah.
Have y'all seen Idiocracy?
Oh, that's a good movie.
That's the vibe.
What y'all thought about him getting shot though?
That shit was, I don't know, man.
What about him getting shot in the ear?
That shit was.
There was another attempt after it showed me.
Yeah, in Florida, on the golf course. But like,
none of that.
Let's stick to the first shooting.
It just doesn't make sense in my head.
What doesn't make sense to you?
Because like you could like, dude, like where the supposedly shooter was at, like the building was like beige, like it's like a neutral color. You could totally see people like or somebody like running up there, even like crouched down, you know. how close like the building was to like the stage. Like it wasn't. There was no distance, man. So like, how wouldn't they catch that? They had like Secret Service on the roof and stuff on the other two buildings on the side.
So you think it was planned?
I mean,
It's hard to trust anything.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, there's AI now.
I just don't understand, like, if you were to get shot at, you know, and like you just stand there and just kind of make a fist. Like,
you know, there's like you know stories out there that musicians get shot all the time just to get clout. You know, so it's like, why wouldn't a politician do it? You know, it's like
shit wrestling.
You know,
it's like WWE.
Trump's gonna be in WWE next.
No, he has been. He was in WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I forgot.
Who he fight? He fought like fucking Mr. McMahon or some shit.
He actually fought somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Get a match.
I wish we had somebody look that up real quick.
Oh, I need that clip.
Yeah,
roll the clip.
Where's my Jamie at?
Roll the clip.
I need a Jamie. I need somebody to pop out something real quick.
That would be awesome. Next time.
Yeah.
Roll the clip real quick.
The WWE story is right in the fucking the US politics story.
But what about you, man? What's your input on like this man getting shot at?
Bro, I don't pay attention to stuff at all. Like whenever they play on those channels with the stuff,
Don't watch those.
I watch it and I'm like,
not me.
I don't even care
But
because
what is those?
it's a show. This is just.
I mean, for
But
real.
what shows are you talking about?
Reality
about the
TV.
show
Like,
of the world.
Of the world, like, CNN, Fox News,
I like that one. That's why I wanted. That's why I needed him to say.
That's what you're fishing
Yeah. In case I get canceled, we know why. We know why we might get canceled.
That stuff. All I said was that I don't watch it because I understand what it does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go, I know white people, so I go to their houses and their parents, you know what I'm saying, be watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking 6 p.m. They watching that shit, like, eating their dinner. Like, what the fuck are you watching? Some bullshit. They ain't even, it's like fucking, like a, like a spoof of itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't news. This is like jargon.
There it goes.
Oh, got the clip.
Oh, there you go.
That was in Detroit.
When was this?
Probably 2005 or 6.
Oh, I thought you meant like recently, bro.
No.
It was just when he was like doing his thing.
They buddies. We the same big homies. He like the first couple WrestleManias they did at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City because they couldn't afford any other venues. And he was the homie, so we tapped him in.
One condition: I wrestle tonight.
I can only hook you up. I gotta get on stage.
No exceptions.
What about you, bro?
I think that
on the whole shooting situation.
Okay, like you said, there was the people on the roof. Like, how is that possible? Like, come on. You're gonna miss that one?
They were stoned.
I even saw some interview of a sniper.
That's some good shit.
Wait, on the
I
kid?
saw an interview of a sniper, a U.S. sniper. He's like,
It's just like
add up, So,
What about that?
To add to what he was saying too, like, you have to look at it from like a big tech perspective too. Like, everybody's looking at this during the election. They start talking different, start acting different to their brands. It's like I've seen people change. So it's like very strange. But
because around that time, I think he was kind of losing momentum, and then that shit happened, and then he went back up. So I think
Like I
that's,
said, it's
they had to do
have
something.
you ever seen the Illuminati card game?
No.
Banned from TV.
For real?
Oh, what is that?
Oh, the one from
I never heard of it.
the 90s? The one from the 90s?
Yeah.
It predicted a bunch of shit before a lot of shit happened.
I think they did the towers was one of the cards. I think,
I
I think, I think I've seen them.
What y'all talking about though? Like, what is this?
He knows more about it, but I know I remember him
There's a
now.
pawn shop in Naperville. They have it on display there. You can look at it, but you won't sell it to me. But
He won't
So
sell
what is this though? Like, what?
It's got souls in
It's a
it.
weird card game that came out in the 90s that has like shit that happened now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So like,
It's
what?
called the Illuminati something. What's it called? What's it called?
You can find
But yeah, I remember. I
So-
did see. I can't remember what
So
show
you
they
said
had.
the
it
Twin
on.
Towers are like
The Twin Towers was one of the cards. One of them was COVID. They had like a virus, like pandemic
of
card
things
or
are
whatever.
on
So,
there.
Really?
A lot
so,
of things.
but I know for sure the towers were on there. The Twin Towers.
I've never seen the card. He saw it improve in life. So
Wait, who pulled up the video real quick? Who was that? Who was that? Was that our DJ?
Yeah, Kato.
all right. Hey, yeah, pull that up, DJ. Pull that up. Hey, he's our Jamie for the night. Hell yeah.
Let's see if you can get that clip.
Yeah, no. At least some pictures. Show us some pictures.
Good.
He's in a BGM.
You gotta go Blaze.
Go.
No, but yeah, so that card like predicted some.
And like for how long was this like
I believe
game
there's
active?
2 Trump cards.
From the 90s.
Like for how long though?
Yeah, I don't know if it was an active
I don't know.
game, it was just something.
It was just something they released or something. That's
It
it.
got released.
Yeah.
And people.
I mean, they didn't keep on making it.
It was made in the 90s, right?
Polybius?
No.
It's like some arcade game that like apparently was developed by CIA, and they put it into some arcades, and like people remember playing it. They had like this like flashing geometric shapes and like some weird shit. That one is released. I think that one's already.
That's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about stuff like Trump and like Elon, and then like the CIA is doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why I'm like. None of this like for real, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not telling us anything, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not letting us know shit. There could be a fucking dinosaur in fucking Antarctica, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the patent for iPhones or smartphones where a screen, that was made in the 90s. So it was only released to us.
Yeah. I mean, overseas they had that technology already, you know? Yeah, that was already. They were already FaceTiming, like in.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some other cards too.
That's the card.
Is it that one?
There's some other cards.
Yeah.
I've used some.
Wait, look at it.
That's how the game does look
World
like.
War III. I see the Messiah. What? Hollywood.
Get in shape, folks. It's coming.
Yeah.
Go down there, man.
No way, we gotta go down there. We gotta go down there.
He doesn't want to go downstairs.
Is it that one though?
Yeah, it's that one.
That would be
That's the case. That's the logo.
So since we are on this topic, like you guys think we're in a simulation then?
Who knows?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they proved it. Like there's a terrorist nuke, but it's
The Pentagon?
Oh,
the
shit,
Pentagon's out there?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Al Gore.
What do you think about? Why you say that they proved it?
Yeah, I think as physicists, like at least a month ago, they came out with like the proof of it, and it was just quietly swept.
And
like,
what's
it
the
wasn't
proof?
announced to anybody, but we're not in the base reality apparently.
Yeah.
Wait, so then like what's the proof?
Some crazy physics equation. I don't know.
Probably how maybe
It's like-
there was
it has to
a
do
jump or
quantum.
something, or they
It has to
saw
do
like
quantum theory.
they something disrupt in the waves.
So you think? So then?
Yeah,
So you think about? So
something.
then that you think like multiverse? You know, like type of that.
It
Like type of
probably
shit
has
like
to
that?
do with the Higgs
That would-
particle.
That would make sense why they're signaling all that in the media, you know, the Marvel, all that stuff, because they want to release that eventually. So they'll signal shit.
Multi-dimensional beings.
No, like multiverse.
Like just
Yeah,
different
that's all
variations of you, man.
Yeah,
Like that's pretty dope though. That's
Probably
scary.
like that CERN
Yeah, but
you know, stuff with the Higgs particle research, you know.
So Xochi, how did you like the cookie, man?
it was good. It was good. I can't wait to actually try it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty excited to try it.
How did it look though?
Looks good. I ain't gonna lie. You know the ingredients.
What did it let you try?
The seasoning, the special ingredient that you guys were
okay.
just talking about in the pod. It has a little kick to it, I ain't gonna lie, so I can't wait.
Spice?
Yeah,
Sounds inspired, so.
but I can't wait to.
Is it? Can I take a sample, homie?
He said he's actually
he's
he's prepping now. He's gonna prep the plates right now. So.
But anyways, before we kind of cut off real quick, we were kind of discussing on the simulation, but we ended on like some type of like multiverse and shit like that. But like going on like this type of topic is funny because I always like to just hear everybody's point of view out. But like, what y'all think on like aliens?
Y'all never been abducted?
Aliens are definitely real. Like,
I mean, we're definitely not alone in the universe.
Ever heard of
for
Whitley
sure.
Strieber? He wrote this book. It's the scariest book ever. It talks about how he got abducted.
What's it called? Is it they make a movie out? Did they make a movie?
Yes, it's a movie
called Fire in the Sky?
Yeah,
Wait,
no, it's not Fire in the Sky.
you're talking about Walter some shit, the guy from Fire in the Sky.
Okay.
Yeah, about the guy, the logger that got abducted. Yeah.
What was his name?
Walter some shit. I forgot.
No, tell Kato. He'll pull him up.
Low key. Yeah, like
Seen that movie, The Fourth Kind?
Walter, what's his last name?
another good movie.
Hey, Compound, what's his last name?
Crazy.
Whitley Strieber.
Well, who knows?
There's two different.
Everything
Here we
could
go.
be edited these days.
It's
I like-
called Communion. He's like, what should I name it?
yeah.
That's scary as shit. dude.
Communion? Nah,
That's
never.
the movie.
It's like kind of
Yes,
new.
it's a book.
It's a move. Oh, it's a book. Communion.
So
You can pull up
wait,
the
so,
cover of the book, and
So-
it's like an alien. It's scary.
so what is the book about? Like
He got abducted. He had an abduction experience. Well, his whole family was messed up by that. But the only way they would bring it back was look at it. Oh god, it's so scary.
oh shit.
The only way they could get him back is by hypnotherapy
And why hypnotherapy?
Get it back.
because it was so traumatic.
Are the called
The Greys?
there you go, yeah, the Greys, yeah.
How many are there? There's supposedly like 7 races or 9 races, something like that.
Something like that,
Something like
yeah.
that, you know,
Something like
they
that.
supposedly,
Which
you
is-
know.
That's basically the fourth kind. They're hypnotizing the people so they could reimagine what the abduction was like, and they were like,
Yeah, it's in the fourth kind as well.
You know what I mean?
Hypnotherapy.
That's crazy.
So like, why do you think like they'll do something to him like that? Like they just want to like experiment on us, like test us, or
You have
like.
to read the book, short. It's quite.
But like based on your reading though, you know, like
So at the end, it's pretty much like one of the things to take away is like it doesn't.
You ruined it.
It doesn't. It has a different meaning. Like what it is a jaded meaning anyway, because we can't perceive it as humans. We couldn't even perceive what it is anyway.
Yeah.
It's like you ever heard of Lovecraft? Like it's like an unknown horror kind of thing.
so then like.
Oh god.
This is the scariest one.
Wait, so you think like they're like more advanced than like humanly advanced? You know, like we're can reach up to that point.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, look who's president. You know, it's like you gotta get to, like, you gotta be mentally like ready
If
to
the
like get that information.
If the Indians keep fucking like they've been fucking and fucking their way through America next, then we might get up there with the
Indians from
aliens.
India?
Yeah, the niggas that be doing all the coding and shit.
Coding?
He's like, okay.
Scammer?
I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Like the kids that's like out here.
I mean, but the problem is like
overachieve.
back then we had like Nikola Tesla, so that technology has been already unlocked, and
My boy.
like and people made them go crazy or made them
Like
homeless or whatever, you know.
unlocked, dude. It's been like
Not even, but that technology was
Free
unlocked.
energy.
You know, free energy, free sharing information in waves. You know,
Dr. Parkenstein, he's the one who's actually recreating a lot of his stuff. He's a young guy. I forgot where he lives. But
What?
Dr. Parkenstein, he's like a young, like half black, half white guy. He fucking sent radio frequency power from wherever he lives, like 500 miles to New York and lit a light bulb up.
What the hell?
What?
But he's like,
There you go.
but that's because they're
He's a mutant.
He's a mutant.
He has
Like he was like,
powers.
did you send it? Or?
That's what's next. They're gonna do
Like,
themselves.
y'all remember what was going on in Jersey?
What with the drones? and shit?
Yeah,
Dude,
with
that
the
shit was-
drones.
They didn't even know where the fuck it was coming from, man. They're like, where are the drones coming? They're like, we don't know. It's coming somewhere from the water, but
Y'all ever
from
seen
where?
a UFO?
I mean, I have.
I don't know.
I have.
Oh, why you say no?
I mean, the thing is because
He's like,
I need a.
Wait.
I need my
He got something to say. He got something to say.
There was this one time we were driving home, like, or not when I was saying home, like me and my buddies were in my car going home. There was a Sugar Grove, and it was like middle of the daytime, like daylight, sun shining, and like this huge flash
hell.
like came in the sky and like was gone in a second, and we were like, what the fuck was that? And like I posted on Facebook and stuff, and like there was other people who saw it too. It was weird. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know. Who knows? But it happened. I remember other people saw it
Do you
too.
remember what year?
That's my.
Should look it up and see if it was like a reported sighting.
13 or 14.
On this episode.
What about you? Did you say you saw something? No.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. There were
We need a
like,
green screen next time.
I've seen videos too, like of people just posting shit, and it was not like there's people I knew, like so it's like.
I grew up in the country.
Wait. We gotta get the DJ to pull up something.
DJ, Kato.
Kato, can you pull up Canna Vibe's podcast real quick on IG? I'm gonna show you guys something that I had. Go on
his IG.
On IG. But anyways,
but on the screen. On the
You seen the
screen.
movie Signs? Where those
Oh,
aliens
that's
are
so
coming out of
Canna
the
Vibe.
cornfields?
Oh my God, you're gonna
That's
do
like
this
where I
seriously.
grew up in the cornfields. It's like you be riding your bike home in the middle of nowhere. There's no fucking street lights. You're trying to get home, and like you feel like
damn,
someone's
no.
watching you, and you're
Shadow
paddling
people.
for your life, bro.
Damn.
Like, look, I'm getting the chills right now.
I know you didn't freak me out. Dude.
It was creepy sometimes.
Nah, shit. I'm scared of the darkness. Shit.
are you
Scared of the
you got on my guy?
Like when you just out in the middle of nowhere, like fuck,
Right.
it's just you.
You could really go missing out there.
Like you never know.
You could really go missing out there. Like,
Imagine like Illinois, since we're all like literally cornfields. Like when
Motherfuckers be
like,
coming up.
There's a lot of sightings downstate.
my high school was surrounded by.
Yeah, go ahead. Which one's that one?
The same one?
Is it?
Yeah.
Item 9? No, is it? Merge. No, oh yeah, it is. Oh shit. Anyways, I'm pretty baked. But anyways, did you got him, Kato? Okay, hold on. Because there's a backstory to what I'm gonna show you guys, just because we're on the topic of UFOs. But
Gotcha.
I just need him to pop out on the.
I mean, there's too many like sightings. There's too many abductions. There's like everybody can't be
But my
liars.
question-
You know what I'm saying?
All right, go all the way
Crop
down.
circles.
Go all the way down. All the way down. Okay, but my question is like, do you think that people get abducted and they remember this abduction? You think it's like they're for real? They're just bullshit.
What?
Hold on. Okay. But anyways, go to real footage. Click on that real footage.
They're describing their encounter and shit.
No. Hold on. No. Go back.
Mario?
No, go all the way back. Go all the way down. Where it says real footage, you're gonna see it right now. Hold on. Down. More. It says real footage right there. Click on that. Okay, before you swipe it. No. Okay. So before I show you guys this video. So the backstory to this is that. So I had a. This is when I started young.
Don't pay attention to that.
No, anyways, okay. So backstory to this is I had a Navy veteran who came on the pod, and he was telling me about what he saw one night on his ship. They were like in the middle of the night. So anyways, swipe it.
I think it's gonna be a jump scare. It's gonna be that zombie.
Do you see that red? Y'all see that red shit? Wait, go get it. Look at it.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. Yeah. No.
Oh, hell no.
Actually, no. I haven't seen it.
Night Rider, man.
That's the flash concern, bro.
Flash and shit.
Oh, that's just the audio to it. But what y'all think on that video though? What honestly,
I don't know.
Hell, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Dude, that was Night Rider flying off. He had a new jet pack attachment.
yeah, he recorded that from his
Supposedly it
phone.
was real.
That's so
yeah.
strange. It might be like a meteor. I don't know.
But like the way that's
I don't
spinning
know.
though, you see the way
It's
that.
like it's like fast as hell, dude.
Cadillac spaceship, man. With that back
I don't see
bro.
it spinning.
I mean,
You see a spinning motion? No, you don't see it.
It's
What about that?
bro.
that's how fast it's moving and
Like
shit.
you don't see it, like the
That
red.
is a
You don't see the red.
Cadillac.
I think you have
Hold
to see it
on.
on the phone to really
that's
see
a Cadillac.
Maybe it's because he took it with the phone, right?
It just
Maybe
looks
it's the
like it's
camera.
like-
Just seeing it like that.
It looks like a trail.
You think it's going straight?
I mean,
then?
well, what,
I don't know what it's-
what about that orb that
you
they
zoom
just
it
got
up?
in
Yeah,
Colombia?
zoom it up.
What's up with that orb that they just caught in Colombia? It just fell from the sky and shit. It's like a
mean?
metal
Which
orb.
one?
Yeah,
Probably
this
AI.
kind of happened like a month ago or something. Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Don't believe everything you see on there.
No. It's like it's been on a different sites and stuff. But they don't even know what how it is, man.
Have you seen this orb?
Yeah. It was in Colombia.
But overall, like, it's just pretty scary though. Like,
But dude, the Mexican government, they're the ones that showed the aliens and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
They brought out those baked aliens, man.
Have you ever been to
get out of here, dude. Those are movie props, bro.
But why would the government do that kind of stuff, though? But why would they do that? Why would the government of Mexico bring out these like you don't think they were real, like, or something, like?
I don't know. I don't think they're real. Right? The way that people would react to it, like.
Have you been to the ruins, like in Mexico, or I've been to one of the
I've been to Tecali. I've been Guatemala and shit. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they're dope. But that's what I'm saying. But why would the government do that? The Mexican government. Why would they want to be laughed at?
A distraction?
Or
It's funny. I don't know.
It could be a distraction. I don't know.
from like
When I had a chance to throw, I would.
But yeah, they showed them big
president
aliens.
does every
I'm
day.
What is but then,
What niggas be talking about, man?
but then a country in South
really
America,
talking
they
about
just
this
released so in Peru, I think they released also like a alien-looking being that was like crouched down
It
like
was
that.
just-
You know, it had like a elongated skull and everything. You
That
know.
was just the Michoacan or Machu Picchu fucking.
This is the Chupacabra.
No. It was one of those dudes from Madagascar. The little, you guys know what I'm talking about? The America with the tail, yeah, with the tail, with the tail. That's what they thought it was. Yeah.
I mean, but that's the case. It's like there's so much.
That was just my boy Five.
So what
There's so
about
much fake news and shit.
what about people talking about the aliens actually are underwater?
Oh yeah, that shit is.
They say the way to outer space is under the water.
But that's what happens in like Lake
makes
Michigan.
more
You know, they get a lot
There
of
you
sightings.
go. There you go. That's what they thought in Peru. No, but
I mean, in Lake Michigan, they keep on seeing stuff like shit. They just goes in the water, disappears. They don't know what's going on because there's supposedly there's a Stonehenge. Like they found like these like
In Michigan,
you know
yeah.
these stones in the lake, and they have like hieroglyphs on them and shit
Really?
like that. So and they're formed like Stonehenge.
Because it used to be land.
Yeah.
So y'all think Atlantis was real then?
yeah.
Was real? Real?
I mean,
think it
there's
still might
definitely
be.
civilizations that were like flooded, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off the coast of China, they have like huge pyramids and stuff like that in the water. You know.
Jamaica, there's a sunken city that's insane. They scuba dive it all the time.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's like they say it was like the Las Vegas of the ancients, and like it was full of sin, and that's why it was like so.
Oh my god.
Full
Now
of
you're
sin.
gonna swim down here.
Why you gotta?
Full of sin.
Why you gotta bring religion into it, bro?
No.
Because that's how they sell you. That's how they get you to go on the fucking journey. They like, yeah, the tickets are $599.
Yep, we're running out of flashlight.
Okay.
But I think that kind of just wraps it up for today's podcast episode, guys. I appreciate all you guys vibing here with us tonight. Again, shout out to the host for the hospitality on the podcast.
Shout out Club.
Francois, Clubhouse, yeah.
Shout out to the chef for cooking for us.
Chef, it's your cue, bro.
But yeah, before we do wrap it up, guys, just say bye to the fans out there watching it. But yeah, it was a good conversation, you guys. Hopefully, you guys popped through again on the podcast.
I'm Young Tact, YUNGTACT, this Kung Pao. We fucking have known George for a minute, and we've been running it up. We do a lot of stuff out here with music and just helping artists connect with each other all throughout the Midwest. You know, we're obviously tapped in with the cannabis culture, but we also want to bring those two worlds together. So tap in with us, we trying to make stuff happen.
My name's Nick. I'm the one here with the skateboards. We got the merch and stuff as well with it too. This is just one of my dreams. My dreams are out of this world. This one is gonna take time to grow. With that growth, we're going with the YouTube channel here coming up soon. This is an extreme sports company. We're just trying to get y'all outside. Vivre means to live, which means to live. We want you to experience some more extreme side of life, whether it be skating, snowboarding, dirt biking, motorcycle riding, or drifting a car, which what leads in what I'm talking about right now. I've been building a drift car for the last year and a half now, maybe 2 years, let's say. Lots of content stacked up. We're going to be having a lot of cool things planned for you guys here coming up in the future too. But if you want to follow me coming up soon on YouTube, it's going to be Nferno.tv. That's NFERNO.tv. Got a lot of, we got a lot already filmed and a lot of craziness coming up here soon. But we're going to be trying to compete with companies like Red Bull and Monster in their entirety when it comes down to this. That's down the line. It's going to take help with y'all. So just keep rocking with me and just stay tuned. Just watch how we grow.
There you go, Dick.
Hell yeah.
No, shout out to Canna Vibe. This was good. This was a good sesh, man. It was cool, man. It was chill, man. It was chill, man.
Item 9.
Yeah, item 9 by Midwest Terps, though.
Hey, shout out to the sponsors. Shout out Midwest Terps. 420, baby. You know, thank you. Just look out for Treehouse. You know, I'm just grateful to have a great sesh. Good talk.
Thank
you know,
Treehouse.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we got some few words from the chef before you do wrap it up. So where the chef at?
First of all, everybody be safe out there. When you got a chance to love somebody, love your people, okay? What you see around this table right now is pure organic. It's nothing but love at this table. Everybody came together and made something happen. And we can all do that. So take a page out this book. You understand? And really, 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 like, if you got good people in your life, cherish them. These are good people in my life. I appreciate every last person that pulled up today. Thank y'all. You understand? Y'all didn't have to do it, but y'all did it. So thank y'all. I really appreciate this pot. Stay tuned. This is only going to get better. Come get it while the getting is good.
I appreciate you guys again.
Hell
yeah, guys, that just wrapped it up for Canna Vibe today's episode. And we won't see you guys in the next episode or vlog. You guys still smoking on this sesh? Go on. Yeah, we're ready to munch and crunch.
That's hard.
But yeah, I'll leave all of the links in the description for these guys and Treehouse as well. And yeah, stay tuned for the vlog as well. That's connecting to this podcast, ladies and gents. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. And yeah, let's just continue to keep Friday. Yeah. See you guys. Yeah.